Hey beautiful! Today we're going to be talking about the 3 most important new daily habits for developing higher looking cheekbones. So the first and arguably the most important habit, tongue posture. Let me ask you, where is your tongue? Is it on the bottom of the mouth? Is it between the teeth? Is it behind the upper teeth on the upper palate? Take a moment to consider where your tongue is right now. Since you're actually thinking about it, you might change where it is. Start tuning into where your tongue is resting when your face is just resting. So not when you're talking or when you're eating, but when you're just resting. Tongue posture can help develop this higher cheekbone look. So this bone here, right above the teeth, that's called the maxilla. So the maxilla is attached to the cheekbone, the zygomatic arches, these cheekbones. When the tongue is at the roof of the mouth, pressing against the upper palate, the hard palate, with the back third of the tongue lightly touching the soft palate, which is that squishy stuff behind the hard palate, the hard roof of the mouth, that will push the maxilla forward and up. So your tongue pushes the maxilla very lightly, so 10% of your maximum, forward and up. And that pushes the cheekbones also forward and up because the cheekbones, the zygomatic arches, are connected to the maxilla. So having your tongue at the roof of the mouth will help develop higher looking cheekbones. And this habit of having the tongue at the roof of the mouth is colloquially known as mewing. So Dr. Mew has really propagated this notion and idea of proper tongue posture. Now people call it mewing. The second habit, how we smile. A lot of the times when we smile, we're using the risorius and buccinator muscles. And that happens if we do an E smile, E. And that also recruits the depressor muscles. These are the depressor angularis oris, and the mentalis, the chin. So if you show your lower teeth and you smile, and if your smile goes horizontal to the side, that uses these muscles, which builds these muscles, and then the upper cheeks become less defined by developing more of a V-shaped smile when we smile. That helps to develop more of these muscles, which will make it more defined up here, and it moves the tension from the jaw up to the midface to the upper cheek area, and it will help to make more defined cheeks. Habit number 3 is connected to the first 2, and it has to do with eating and drinking. So if we eat and drink in a certain way, it will help to develop more higher looking cheekbones. So we want to use more of our tongue, and we want to use more of our cheeks. We want to use less of these muscles, and we want to use less of like the lips and the chin muscles. Try this exercise. Take a sip, or you can take a small amount of saliva and swallow the water, or swallow the saliva. And so if you smile and swallow at the same time, you're only using the tongue instead of using the cheeks, the lower cheeks, risorius, buccinators, the lips, or the chin to do the swallowing. When we're using our lips and cheeks to drink, we're using the lips and the cheeks to compensate for what the tongue can do. By shifting to using more of the tongue for our swallow, that will help to build higher looking cheekbones. So I'm not using my cheeks to swallow. I'm not using my lips. I'm using just the tongue. So the tongue is like waving up to the upper palate and then down the esophagus. So practice that. And I'd recommend practicing that 3 smile and swallow. And do not do big sips. Otherwise you will get it all over the place. It will become easier to swallow without using your lips or your cheeks, and these muscles will start to atrophy a bit more, and this area will shrink more. Another benefit of this exercise is it really starts to wake up the tongue muscles and strengthen the tongue. And the same goes for how we eat. You can try the same exercise, but with some food. By using less of these muscles, more of the jaw masseter muscles, which is what we're meant to help with the chewing, back in the back of the mouth. And then using the tongue to help the food go down, swallowing the food. Chewing, using the jaw. Tongue is moving around the food, smiling. And swallowing the food without using the cheeks, without putting the food in the cheeks. The less you put food in the cheeks and hold food in the cheeks down here, the less developed this area will be. And the more that you chew in the jaw, this will help to keep this toned even when this muscle atrophies. So if you don't put the food here in this pocket, but you put the food back here and chew using this muscle, this will become very defined and it will still be taut. Thank you for watching. I hope this has been helpful. Let me know your feedback, your comments, any sort of suggestions in the comments down below. And make sure to subscribe if you want more face yoga content. Bye, beautiful.